Hey guys, welcome to AFL Fantasy Review. Very happy with the score, 1848. That's an average of 102.66 per player. The goal is always to get more than 100 per player, and this week we delivered. Could have gotten more, obviously. When it comes to being a perfectionist, I think obviously in your brain you would want more, and that is perfectly fine. But it's alright. It's a good score. The trade curse continues. You will see later in the video. If you remembered our trades, we traded for Levi and Lindsay. I'm pretty sure there's no trades here. I'm not quite sure where to show you guys that. Let's try this. Yeah, there we go. Levi for Will Day, Lindsay for Harley. Obviously, Levi got only 50-ish points. Will Day got 82 before the buy, so that's a nice cash gen for him as well. How many cash gen is that? I don't think I can get the price just yet. I'm not quite sure, if I'm being honest with you. So round price change, it already shows. So why Will Day did not show? I do not know. But yeah, anyhow, Lindsay got injured. Yeah, possibly an ACL injury, which is annoying, but it is what it is. Let's start it from the bottom. Well, hang on. Let's just go to the rankings first. Sorry. Give me a sec. Round 3, 18k in the whole entire thing. Average 1837. That's more than 200 points higher average than last year's average. The money cash gen is looking good, despite not having Levi and Lindsay in the first game and stuff like that. So very exciting. Let's have a peek on his team. He's 500 more than us. We'll see what his team looks like last round. That's crazy. Yeah, that Tom Liberador thing. Just insane. But let's go to the leagues, because I'm very happy. This is my first win in the league, and I'm third now. Like I said, that is the plan. Last episode that I've talked about, I knew I could win just because he had like 4 players on a bye, so I won convincingly by 130 points. And who wins in this matchup? By 70 points ish. Josh, so he's undefeated, but that's just because he captained McRae and this guy captained Rosie. We'll come to that later on. Let's look at just the league. Where's the league table? League overview, fixtures. So it's me versus Joshi and Calum versus Lucas. Very excited to play Joshi again. This time hoping for a win, second in a row. Try to finish first in the league. It's not going to be easy, but it is what it is. Look at the ladder. Alright. Let's go. 100. Let's go. 100. 100. Points 4 is now better than points against. So that's nice to see. Just trailing behind them a bit. So I'm only like 90-ish, 80-ish from Joshi, and I've already beaten him in overall fantasy scores, so it's not too bad. But yeah, let's just cut to the chase and go to my team round 3, and go through my thoughts during the overall weekend. So let's start. Max Holmes played an incredible game against Brisbane. I thought he was getting the tagged, but I think they were tagging Baza instead. I think who was a laid out? Tom Stewart was a laid out. Nevitt was a sub. Like I said, a lot of confusing things happened. Like Sam De Koning got subbed. If you've watched Monday's video of the tips, I've probably said something about that. Average score 100. That's what we like to see. Plus 7k. Just things that we love to see from our D1 play, and the fact that Seashore got less than 100 brings music to my ears. Only 79% time on ground, Then kicked 1 goal, and just overall great. There's just more kicks, that's why he gets more points. 3 tackles, 9 marks. Very, very happy. Jaden Short outperformed himself. Very, very happy, just because 85, 101. Now he's up to 15k. Really, really love him as an addition to the team. He's getting more kick-ins, and many more from him. Sam Taylor plus 16k, not bad. The break even was 36, and he got 60, which is alright. But obviously Lockie Ash and Lockie Whitfield got 100 each plus, so not the greatest, but at least some cash gen. That's what we love to see from him. And they're playing West Coast, so obviously his break even is gonna be probably like say 90 or something like that. Hopefully something lower, just because of something like 30 as well. Let's hope that's the case. Something like 35. So then, if he gets like an 80, we could just trade him during round 5. I'll show you the trades on Thursday's video, but it's just I'm just trying to plan these things for now. James Lee did not play. He's a sub or something like that, or emergency. Sam De Koning got subbed 3/4 time. Could have gotten 100 or something like that, just because look at his outrageous performance. Plus 28k. Very, very happy. I didn't get him in the first round, so that kind of just stiffed my cash gen, but obviously not too mad at it. It is what it is. But the Geelong roulette really, really fucked me this round just a bit. Obviously Matt Roberts didn't play, so I used him as the captain loophole for Connor Rozee, but obviously when I saw Connor Rozee dropped a stinker in the first quarter with 4 points, I ended up captain Jack Macrae, but obviously that's why you have someone like a Zach Reed as your emergency, because he dropped a lifetime best 83 points plus 73k. Next round, Reed and Pry are having their bye, and Melps probably is an easy game, West Coast, and then we might trade one of them, either Pry or Reed, for a premium for like 600, 700k. So very, very excited. It's just the fact that they're cheap, they have good break evens. I don't want to trade them just because they're just value for money, and the cash gen is amazing. Just look at what he did again. Like cash gen 151k. He's in my team for the longest time since the beginning. So less than $6,000 per point. I can't really say anything wrong about him. Just an amazing, amazing player for fantasy. So very, very glad to have him. Jackson Pry as well, 72, 47k price rise, only 19%. But these two are going to go a long way, and I might trade James Leake for buys. Let's see. Biases. Oh yeah, that doesn't matter because he has a buy, so his price won't rise. Okay, that's good. So that's only like a 50k. Sorry, let's go again. That's like that's like less than less than 40k to trade in buys for league, and he's probably gonna start and get us like 40 points, which does not really matter too much, but it is what it is. He might get a breakout game like Reed, and get an 83, which next round is also best 18s, so we can get something as good as an 1800 plus. Now onto the midfields. There's a debate between captaining Dawson, Sherry, Rosie, DeConan, McRae, and Marshall, and everyone was captaining Dawson. One of my mates, Next Level Hamster, the guy who helped me a lot, captained Dawson, minus 7k, which is a bit disappointing. The fact that he didn't, get over 100, because if he got over 100, then this would just, be more. But it is what it is. Didn't captain him. The first ever great decision in a captain. Last week as well, Connor Rosie, but could have gotten McRae. It is what it is. 2 great captain decisions in a row. So finally we can get our first head-to-head win, which for me is really, really happy. Connor Rosie, like I said, dropped a fat stinker. 4 points, fat 4 points in the first quarter, and then he got 44. He racked up 44 in the fourth quarter, which got him his break even. So let's see how much he earned. 8k from 4 points in the first quarter. What a legend from him. I probably will not sell him for now, but we'll see what happens. It's just the fact that it's not like FPL in football where you can take a hit and kind of bet on a -4 to gain profit, but it is what it is. 2 trades only for now, and during the mid-round buys, 3 trades. So it'll be exciting to try to upgrade the team, despite our late cash gens. Clayton Oliver Clary, 108, better than Petrarca and Gorn and everyone else. Quite happy with him. 39k. Price rise, cannot say anything wrong about it. He's just a lock for the whole season until his buy round. Levi Ashcroft, 58. It's alright. He got 51k in the bank. Very, very happy with him. Yeah. Very, very late in his cash gen because we already missed out on 105k. But it is what it is. We got him in anyways. Jason Horne-Francis, minus 35k. He has to go. There's still 55 owned. He does not justify, the 900 and 910, 920 price tag he got before. He's losing me almost 100k, so he's going next week, maybe alongside Sam Taylor or Leak. We'll see what happens. Finn O'Sullivan started the game and, almost lost to Sid Draper. That came on in the second quarter or something like that. Very, very disappointing as like a lottery pick. 17k though, obviously. Pretty good, but I might just trade him for someone like a Murphy Reed or a Nevitt or a Driscoll, because he just does not get me those points that I need. Harvey Langford, what a superstar. He took his first starting game just because Lindsay was injured. He took it well, plus 25k in the bag. Now, if Lindsay has an ACL, he's just my starting guy. He's gonna, go par with Petrarca sometimes, maybe plus or minus 20-30 points. So, very, very happy that he took his opportunity well. Xavier Lindsay, unfortunate to, get only 12 points, but hey, 21k price rise from him. Missed out on 130-ish, 120, 130k-ish. He's gonna go in run 5 or run 4. We'll see what happens. Isaac Kako, nothing too much to say about him. 18k price rise, 40 points. We'll take it. Sid Draper, plus 13k. Got sub in for Rochelle. Yeah, nothing more to say. He's just getting us money. Not as much though. Only 21, just because he's been a sub, even though he's a 4th pick in the draft, which is very disappointing. Max Gorn, he's lost me more points than Jason Hornfretters did in 3 rounds in 2. His break even is going to be way insane again, so I'm expecting to lose another 60-70k from him. But he got 84, which is better than last round when he got 63. You know, it's just disappointing sometimes when a ruck drops a stinker like that. But you know, who is he playing? He's playing Geelong. It was going to be a tough game, but I have to keep him. You know, the money is just going to be hindered a bit. I think I'm like 1900 now in terms of my value, which is great, with 800k in the bank, so I could upgrade plays to like $1 million plays, with, you know, nothing to really care about, just because I've got the money to. Tom DeConin, I think he's the most safest player to captain at this rate. I think I might captain him for Collingwood. You know, mainly just because he's averaging 123. He's probably gonna get 100k each. He's gonna get at least 100 per game. So, you know, unless I captain him and he drops like a 63, which, you know, things could happen, like Tom Stewart with 4 points after getting injured. It is what it is. But 50k price rise, very, very happy with him. He's been in the team since the beginning. Harry Boyd didn't play. Bailey Smith, Bassa, coming back from calf injury, 77k. Price rise, very, very happy with him. Averaging 119, way worth his value. Way more than his value, sorry. 61.34. Nice. Rankin. The goal from Rankin is try to average 25 points a quarter, which means it'll total to 110. He did way more than that. He added 16 more points to him. Only 20 owned, 25k price rise. You know, he could have gotten way more expensive if he didn't get sub for Sid Draper last time when he was getting monitored, and, you know, just managed. McRae, can't really say anything wrong about him. Wait, why can't I click? Yep, there we go. 113. Yeah, maybe I was hoping for a bit more, maybe 120, 125, like Sam Davidson, that we're gonna go later on. But, you know, I'm not too fuzzy about things too much. And look, we won the league. That's all that matters. Riley Sanders, very, very disappointing. The fact that Sam Davidson, a rookie, is getting more points than him. But, you know, nonetheless, he hasn't lost us money yet. 7k price rise, 34 owned. I might, you know, just change him for someone like a Jai Simpkins or Luke Jackson that got 100 points or something like that. Yeah, maybe lose like 250k in value just to try to get someone in of that status. Let's see who can get 887. So that's like a 190. Sorry. 210k loss, 869. Yeah, so if this keeps going up, obviously we will be in a lot of trouble. But, you know, even a Keys or someone along those lines looks way better than him. And yeah, maybe Keys or something. We'll see. We'll debate about it in the next video on Thursday. But let me just look at a few more options. 820. average 81, average 86. That is good from Kennedy. Only like 130k more than him. See, price was only 9k, so there's a lot of Sam Darcy, 23. Yeah, it's not bad. Oh, maybe I can go, yeah, for Sam Darcy, something like that. We'll just see what happens, if I'm being honest. But yeah, these are just some of the options that we played. Max G did not play Loophole. I was supposed to play Maxwell here, but I had to just loop Sam Davidson in to get that 125 juicy points. Incredible from him. Let's see how much money did he earn us. 110k in that game alone. Holy Jesus moly. Very, very impressed with him. He's a superstar. Caleb Daniels, I expect no less from him. Plus 91k. No wonder we're almost worth 19 million. Just a stud in that game against Crows. Unlucky to lose. But yeah, that's about it really. For round 4, obviously, like I said, best 18s as well. Try to get more than 1800 like this round, and try to beat Joshi this time. Maybe a little bit of payback, but other than that, there's nothing more to say. Leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe, and until next time, see ya.